that's Celestine Donkor with Come and See. That's a brand new one, and it features Hey CA Esther. And this afternoon, we're having a conversation with her. She's someone who loves to empower women. Not only are we going to talk about this brand new music, but then we'll talk about something that is coming up very, very soon that she is embarking on. It's all about women, something that has to do with prayer and worship buffet for women. And it's happening at the beach, and it's the first time I'm hearing that. Whilst you're enjoying the breeze and everything, then you also pray and worship the Almighty God. Good afternoon, and welcome, Celestine.
Welcome.
It's good to have you here.
Thank you. Good to see you.
How has the year been? Let me first start with.
It started really well for me. Yes.
Oh, that's very good. But then let's go backwards a bit. Generally, I would say that your journey in the music industry has been a very beautiful one, and I must commend you for standing firm irrespective of all the distractions, the disappointments and everything. If you are to describe the journey, the experience, how would you put it? If I'm to say describe it in 3 words, how would you say it has been over the years?
Well,
You don't want to use 3
words. I think 3 words is too short to summarize.
I get it.
More than a decade.
Yeah.
So I would say that it's been an interesting process. It didn't start on a bed of roses. It has challenges. It has a point where we felt like, Charlie, let's stop this. But we didn't give up. We kept pushing.
Yeah.
We worked really, really hard.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, we can say that it's been great. Every experience has come to make me who I am today.
Fantastic.
And as things keep changing, things keep evolving, concerning music, what are you doing differently now that previously you were not doing? And those differences, what impact are they making now in terms of brand?
The only different thing I'm doing now is I'm just keeping up with changes.
Okay.
So the world is really changing very, very fast. Everything is changing now. We started embracing the IT world, and then now we are in the AI world,
Oh, then she knows what's up.
Yeah, she is.
She knows what's up.
Yeah, so we've been doing our best to update ourselves, to be current enough, to be able to spread our music, use every tool available, so that our voices and our music will be heard.
You know, the reason why I was saying that you've been able to go through the process very well in terms of, though there's been disappointments, let's say people will say that, in terms of your music, do something that will support mainstream and everything. You have overcome that. And that's the beautiful part of your journey that I must commend you for, because it's not easy, especially tapping into the industry with a different language, but then being accepted. What will you attribute, or who will you attribute those successes to? Even though you had those backlash, you've been able to overcome it. Who will you attribute, or what will you attribute those successes to?
I would say it's just God and the godly foundation I have, A godly foundation has a way of making you strong in the midst of the storm.
Yeah.
And giving you hope in the most hopeless situation.
Okay.
And so the godly foundation has really helped me remaining prayerful and trusting God in the midst of all odds. Has been a great, great, great pillar in my life. And then amazing people around me. My music team, they're amazing. They know what... They're working hard and they set targets and things we need to achieve. And we're always working.
Okay.
I don't like take a break and say, oh, Charlie, I've done this for 10 years. People know me. When my song come out, they'll jump at it. No. I still come out, every time with a mindset that, hey, one person out there doesn't know Celestine Donkor. Yeah. So we need to push till the person joins the family.
Okay.
So that's the mindset.
One of the things that I love to do, and I'm sure lots of people on Facebook especially love to do, if you're a follower of Uncle Fredima on Facebook, you see a lot of these things. He chronicled your journey.
He did?
Yes. And I think that's where your husband's song came in. He chronicled your journey and how you started at a very, very young age, with him in there. And you've gone through, you've seen everything. And now you see a lot of your BVs, a lot of these young people, Auntie Celestine, Auntie Celestine, want to do music. How do we go about it? What do you say to them?
Okay, I'm happy that you have that information because when I started even going to the studio, my mind or my intention wasn't to come out and be an artist, that was not the plan at all. It was a different thing that took me to the studio that day. And as Uncle Fred heard my voice, he was like, you have a very beautiful voice. So make time and come and let's do something. That was how this whole thing started for me. So when I look at the dedication, the patience, and the hard work that I have put in what I believe, eventually believe that this is what God has given me to do. This is my purpose.
Okay.
When I started, I got that conviction, the hard work, the patience that I put in. It's actually missing in the young people I see around today.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't want to work hard, but they want to achieve big.
Want to enjoy.
We're having that conversation today, although we are also very, very young. But today we also say that young people, they don't like to work hard. The Gen Z people, they don't like to work hard.
Yeah, I don't know, but they want everything to be like fast.
That's for them.
Really fast. But it took me over almost 10 years of nomination to win a VGMA. 10 years. And I think that God has taken his time to bring things my way at the right time.
Okay.
Because I feel that if you are just emerging and you win certain kind of awards and you get certain kind of, trend,
Okay.
you blow up.
Yeah.
It gives you a premature success and it's not sustainable.
Okay.
I don't know if you get me.
Yeah, I get
I'm
it.
getting
Yeah,
it. Because when it comes to you, when you've not exactly work hard for it,
Yes.
okay, then I can do this. And you continue and you're like,
You
when it hits the
up.
rocks, now you want to give up.
Yes.
And that brings me to that song of yours. Song, it's timeless. We still play it.
Thank you.
It's still on the trends on TikTok. TikTok is
As a worship song.
Oh, man, that didn't be BIV. Everything on
worship
TikTok.
song.
Adijemunsem.
Yes.
Adijemunsem is more like inspiration.
Yeah,
Inspiration,
but someone who listened to it to start his or her day.
Yes. So it's a perfect devotion
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
Pray before you go.
Yeah.
out.
So talking about, people having to go through the mill before sometimes they get the success and they know that they've suffered for it. How long did it take you for that song to come out? Was that like the biggest one for you then?
Oh, to be honest, my entry in the space was not really a struggle. I was just discovered and helped.
Yes.
Okay.
But because it happened that way, I didn't really take it serious. It was like almost 5 years. Then I had my own encounter and felt like, Charlie, this is what God wants me to do. So I started becoming serious my own way. Now looking for money, looking for opportunities, availing myself. Normally it was like some one-time thing that happened. That was what I thought. Yeah. So it's been really awesome. I will encourage the youth that, Charlie, take your time. I feel like, that the Ghanaian industry itself has a way of getting tired of you in term. Yeah. And so if you are not strategic enough and you raise yourself in the face of people, but on the reality, it is not like that. Yes, you become I don't know how to describe it, but it doesn't help. The whole thing is we want to do this and do it for a long time.
Yeah.
And so let's take our time. Let's work hard at it. Let's not be in a hurry to pick awards. Let's not be in a hurry I think that has become more of a focus these days, Yeah.
So we can say that at this point in your career, Celestine Donkor brand has been established and everybody knows about
By
it.
the grace of God. But is that Celestine Donkor is a household?
Yes. Yes.
The household name, and even outside the house name. So the outside the house is Ghana.
Yes.
And for people who do not know, if Celestine Donkor is one of the artists who travels a lot outside of this country, especially in Africa. She's been moving around low key, but all in low key, quite but sharp, But how is that one for you? Knowing that it's not just about Ghana, or maybe the Ghanaians in the UK, US, and there's a Ghanaian territories.
Yeah.
But your move towards East Africa and those places.
I wouldn't say it's even intentional. I think it's just a path. You know how God works things out. I think it's just something that is part of what God has given me, and God made the way. Because my first trip as an artist was to do a recording in South Africa. So the hosts actually saw my song on YouTube and reached out to my manager. That was how I got myself performing a live recording in South Africa. So from there, I made some contacts. And, when you enter South Africa, it's easy to, penetrate East Africa and all that. Because most of the artists there, they know each other.
Yeah.
So it was a network like that, and that space was open for me. So that's how it started.
I like that. So when I see,
Yeah.
I have a friend in your team though.
Oh, who's
Shout out
that?
to Fifi Ampa.
Vivi, hey, my soprano.
Yes.
Oh my God.
We're in Masqua used to sit together. So Fifi Akumei Ampa. Shouts going out to you. Anyway.
And I do hope that you are seeing or feeling all the support in your streams, your videos, your viewerships, and also your playlisting. You get the support from there. As when you drop something, people are streaming and everything.
To be honest, I wouldn't be dropping fast like that.
If it wasn't going,
Because that is also important. It has to reflect there.
Yeah, true.
It has to reflect and then inspire you, ginger you to drop back to back to back to back.
Ghanaian have fans in Ghana. They are really very. What I would say analytical. They really know what is good.
Yeah.
And they love it when it's good.
Yeah.
When it's impacting, when it's a blessing, they love it. I'm grateful to God that I have the support. Especially my breakthrough on TikTok now is just I'm just
crazy.
happy. I'm really, really happy about it because I didn't really join TikTok in the early
days. Okay.
So I joined later. I was so confused. I didn't know what to do on the app. So I had to take time to understand what is done there.
Yeah.
And now, Charlie, everything
you drop
trends
is
on
on there.
TikTok.
And
God,
I'm
they're growing.
feeling it in your music video, like the Gen Z
That's
lifestyle.
it.
Come and see. Come and see the video.
I see the video.
Come and see the video.
The video, the colors,
Yes.
everything. And even when you drop the who?
That's
Fine.
I saw you know his dance. Jesus. And his error was crazy. But like Zana is saying, you have followed through the seasons of music till present times. And so when it comes to challenges, when it comes to doing something that gets your fans engaged and even gets new people to be part of your thing, you've been doing it for a while.
Yes.
And from
Agbebolo.
Agbebolo to who? and this one that you've
Come and
released
see.
has
Come and
been.
see.
It looks very promising.
Nice.
Like Celestine
very
is like
promising.
Celestine is like a roller coaster. Like she did it. She just they go like that. And I'm sure yourself and your whole team, you sit down and you examine at the end of 2023 when you sat down with your team, looking at the back ends of your streams and all that. What was the plan coming into 2024?
But yeah.
Okay, so we actually had a 1-year plan.
Okay.
And that is to venture in an area that we haven't really done much, and that is in the area of doing collaborations with our A-list female artists in Ghana, because we haven't done really much there. So we started with Obapa in November, and we are now with PSA Esther on Come and See. So the plan is to do more collabos with my colleagues, the A-list female artist in Ghana.
Oh,
So that's the plan.
That's the plan.
Yes.
And it's working. It's working. It's like, Charlie, it's amazing. And I love the fact that you are moving with the trends, but then staying true to Celestine Donkor brand. And that's a very lovely one.
Point. Thank you very much.
So let me just ask, if anyone is to listen to this new song, how do you want it to resonate with people? How do you want them to relate to the song?
I want you to pay attention to the message of the song, dance a little bit, but take time and listen to the words as well, because the message that is straight from my heart to the youth, you know. It starts with Seminimpa, Senyami Beshira mi Seyanka Mensu. This is the whole message of the song, you know, because I'm not, I'm still young, but when I was younger, like in my teen ages, I took certain decisions. I was in certain company, you know, and I did certain things that I look back today and I regret, you know, because back then I didn't see I would be here today. I didn't know I would be, you know, identified on the streets. Today, when I go to the market, I don't have peace. You know, I didn't know.
You know.
I didn't know.
Can we take a picture? I told you they will start dancing.
Oh my God! You tell me about Chi.
That's good. That's good.
And I love to
good.
go to the market myself.
Yeah.
So, you know, so I didn't know. I didn't see today when I was 18, when I was 17. I didn't see it, you know. And that is life. The future is so beautiful, but we don't see it. And so we tend to do certain things that we regret later. And it's more dangerous in our world today because the internet does not forget.
Crazy.
You know, in our time, we don't take photos and post. You know, but Charlie, now the flag, the president will call you as the vice. You know, now pictures paper. Then people will be reminding you of how you used to be and the things you used to do. So the message of this song is, hey, you'll be great tomorrow. You will be great tomorrow. I didn't see my greatness today when I was 18, when I was 17, when I was 20. You know, you will be great. So take your time. Don't rush into certain things. Don't rush into certain relationships, you know. Sometimes you look back and say, Charlie, this fine girl, pa. So oh, this fine boy, pa. Charlie, what's with this?
Was it Moses Blaze said, don't let your current boyfriend block you from meeting your future husband.
I mean, we'll be talking about the thing.
Yeah, the prayer worship.
But over the period, I'm a in quotes church boy, and I'm a music person.
You sound like you're ICGC, are you?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not Baptist.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not Baptist. But when it comes to music, I've been in a Matubia. When we're talking about musicians and how good they are, a lot of times we forget the church and the people who sing in there, thinking that, oh, what boy? And I'm saying this because I get to be in a company of some people who are on the other side, secular, and then when you say that this person can sing, like, but they forget that we will go for rehearsals every day. We are singing every Sunday. We understand the elements of music. Do you think that people dampen the hustle and the struggle that gospel musicians put in their craft? Because at every performance or everything that will happen, I will rate your ministration with PSC at the TGMA as the best on the night.
Thank you.
When it comes to vocals, we are talking about female vocal. Niela won last year. Che Mensa, they will win again.
Yes, of
Fika
course.
Kari is in there. Luigi, all of these people. You think that people downplay how good gospel musicians are in this country?
You know, because we you have a point there. You have a point there. But I think, you know, when it comes to God and everything connected to church music, church plays, you know, people tend to have a certain perception about it, you know. Oh, these people, they are different. These people, they must be low-key. They must not dress fine, you know. They shouldn't even jump too much when they're on stage. So I think the expectation of people towards the gospel people is just too high. and sometimes it's just too harsh.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've got really, really good talent, raw, like force it. You know, when you listen to PSC's voice, it's no stress. Like she has it. She doesn't need effect. You know, it's like, you know. And one thing that has helped, like you mentioned, is that our involvement in church and allowing ourselves to be raised from the church. Because all these things we do, going to rehearsal, singing at church, leading praise and worship, I did that for like over 10 years in a row, like straight. And it has really shaped me. It gives me confidence. So now, when I am recording, I am more confident with live recording than studio. And sometimes I do live recording in the studio, and I don't even do overdub, because the take is a take. So, yeah, the talents in the gospel space, they are really good. They are really good.
Anyway,
I totally agree.
Yeah, let's talk about the buffet. That's tomorrow.
Yes.
Yes, tell us about it.
Okay, so it was like a low-key something, but, you know, aside what I do that everybody knows, I have passion for women. And so every quarter, I organize an event for women. So tomorrow, we are gathering at the beach to just pray and worship. Because I believe that women, especially the young women, they need a lot of, you know, time for healing.
Yeah.
And the best healing comes from Christ, the one that Christ can give you and nobody can give you. You know, so it's going to be that beautiful gathering where we are very close to the sea, we are feeling the breeze and everything, and we're worshiping and we're praying. Yeah, so that's it.
Okay.
It's happening
thank you.
tomorrow.
Okay. You said from 10?
From 10 to 4 p.m. Yes. And it's absolutely free. And you would have a lot to eat as well. Eat and drink as well. But it's for ladies.
Ladies, you are saying which beach?
Oh, no, I'm asking for them.
Okay, so the beach is Mackenzie Beach, is on the Kokrobite stretch.
Oh, okay.
At the Kokrobite last stop, just ask for Zan's Apartments. It's very popular. When you enter the Google Zan's Apartments, you'll be able to. Mackenzie is just the shared wall. Yeah, so it's very easy to locate.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming this afternoon.
Thank
really
you.
appreciate you coming through. Okay.
What?
I'm listening. Oh, speak.
I do video with it.
I thought you are Ewell.
No.
Because this color is for Ewell.
I'll get there.
In fact,
it's a revelation. It's a revelation.
You get there. Amen.
It's a revelation. I'll give it.
There is a location and a destination. Yes. That's one.
I know the location.
But Celestine, thank you very much. I wish you nothing but the best tomorrow. Okay.